going to be aggressive, but they're going to be very physical. The Suns have to play through that, not get upset, not whine to the officials, play through it, and maybe inflict a little damage themselves. In the second one, they got to execute in the half court, especially with Tony Parker out. You know the Spurs are going to slow down the game, want to make this a half-court game.
And we are up and away from San Antonio. Our officials tonight, Jack Means, David Jones, and Eric Lewis. Stoudemire defensively on Tim Duncan. They isolate Duncan. Rolls into the lane, and the jump hook coming over as a free agent, giving the Suns more versatility. Inside, the tap in comes the veteran Jacques Vaughn out of Kansas. Tony Parker was averaging 20 points per game, and they will rest him. A day-to-day situation for Parker, who rolled his left ankle and missed the last two. Rolling in, Duncan. Tapped out of there by Marion. Nearly the last two games without Tony Parker. Vaughn averaging nearly 9 points a game and 5 assists. Good look for Sean Marion, too strong. Remember, he had the shot. It's a game and 5 assists. Good look for Sean Marion, too strong. Remember, he had the shot in the final seconds in New Orleans against the Hornets, the runner that missed everything. Now defending Tim Duncan, powers in on Sean Marion, third 38 in that contest. Offensive board, fresh 24 for San Antonio, courtesy of Duncan. Low block again against Stoudemire. Nash comes over to help, leaves Jacques Vaughn wide open, and he makes him pay. Two hoops. Had a good look at it, and Duncan clears it now to Jacques Vaughn. Vaughn replaced Beno Udrih last season as the primary backup to Tony Parker. Udrih was traded before the start of the season and now is starring for the Sacramento Kings.
Job by Amari there, helping on the cutting. Manu Ginobili went up enough, didn't draw the foul, but was there to change the shot.
Raja off the mark. And here come the Spurs facing the floor. Excellent at the ball movement. May not like some of their tactics, but they play great team basketball. They do not have a player in the top 20 in scoring. Tim Duncan rolling right-hander. It doesn't.
He's been terrific, not only with the mid-range jumper, but the crossover, getting to the basket, and that time a fantastic job of moving without the ball, and then DL finds him with a nice pass.
Stoudemire holding his ground. From the backside, it was 11. Oberto. Duncan exterminated by Stoudemire. Goes back up and finishes. 11. Oberto. Duncan exterminated by Stoudemire. Goes back up and finishes. Starting for Tim Duncan.
We talked about it. San Antonio shoots over 40% from three, which is second in the league. So the Suns going to have to pick their poison. I'd rather see San Antonio take those outside jumpers instead of the Suns allowing them to get easy baskets.
Duncan with the swat of Stoudemire.
Juggernaut.
Another key piece to this Suns team, taking the minutes of Kurt Thomas, who went to Seattle. Duncan spins on Steve Nash. Before the season, the general managers around the league were polled as who was going to win the title this year. Spurs receiving 37% of the votes. The Suns second at 26%. Following them, the Mavs and the Pistons. Bank shot, Tim Duncan. Curveball release on that one for Skinner, and here comes Jacques Vaughn and the Spurs. Two-time All-Star Tony Parker sitting this one out. Duncan muscles in on Skinner off the glass. 3-point field goal percentage, but only 1 of 8 from far away for the Spurs so far here tonight. The Toronto Raptors are number 1 in the league, 3-point shooting, and that will be the next home game for the Suns in downtown Phoenix against the Raptors. Nice that rule that players should stay by the bench and not escalate the situation. So no bitterness on the part of Amari Stoudemire, who can't complete the 3-point play. Finley, nowhere to go on Diaw. So they go to the Old Faithful. Tim Duncan. 4 for Skinner and a 3-pointer for Leandro Barbosa. Suns retake the lead. Ginobili finds Barry there in the corner. Duncan, jump hook. Right now up 2. Ginobili fires up the 3. On the chase there is Marion. On the floor is Barbosa. Pulled away by Brent Barry. Back it goes to Duncan. Off the window.
So 30 is really 20.
Is that what they say?
Well, they say. 40 is today's 30. 30 is today's 20. I only say that because I'm old. So
yeah, I missed that article. There is Duncan, swatted away by Marion. Last 9 years, Duncan to Vaughn to Ginobili for 3. Duncan with the putback. He didn't miss that.
LB spread the floor, and he's too quick when they're closing on that three-pointer. He knows he's not going to be able to get all the way to the basket because San Antonio does a good job that way. Nice job of pulling up.
San Antonio now 3 of 19 3-point shooting for the night. They go inside again to Tim Duncan. Spins here in the fourth quarter. Trying to take the lead with 7:30 to go in the fourth. San Antonio going after their 19th win of the season. Duncan rolls, knocks over Dial, no whistle, but the bucket.
Down on that three and hit that patented runner.
Sean has given the Suns the 2-point advantage. 9 points for Marion. Now glued defensively to Finley. Duncan, one-on-one against Stoudemire. Marion there trying to poke it away. A whistle and a foul.